Ladies and gentlemen, I told you all that there would be a part 2 to this WKBRL Livestream mystery that has been going on for a few months now. I've been following it very, very closely since the last episode, and a lot of interesting things has happened since then. This livestream has given us things such as cryptic messages of dates coming here in the near future for a potential Brawl talk on the horizon. It's given us predictions from the beginning for things that have already happened in Brawl Stars, as well as a few other mysterious things for the future of Brawl Stars potentially. So guys, let's get straight away into everything that we know so far. Here we go. So everyone, to kick things off in today's video, here is the live stream at hand. I'll be leaving the link to it in the description down below once again if you guys would like to follow any of the comings and goings of this live stream yourselves once my video is up on it. But one thing that I do want to get off my chest before we get into anything, I want you guys to approach all of this news or stuff that we've acquired from this live stream with a bit of skepticism, right? Never think anything is 100% certain because of a mysterious live stream. Like I've mentioned in a few Brawl newses in the past, I feel like some of the messages from the person who runs this channel in the past in the chat has been a little bit fishy, in my humble opinion, my gut feeling saying that, but I guess we have to give credit where credit is due with some of the predictions that it's made before we even knew anything about it. But if you want to know any more of that kind of stuff, that's in part 1 of this live stream if you guys aren't caught up to speed. But yeah, just be skeptical about it. I'm not saying any of this is 100% certain or anything like that. So let's get into it. So for part 1 of this video today, we're going to be catching you guys all up to speed with all of the new developments surrounding this WKBRL live stream. Since our last episode on it, new things have been added to the stream in terms of new noises, as well as new theories surrounding it and new messages from the author who runs the live stream. So let's get you guys all caught up to speed. Here we go. Also, before we get into the madness, huge shout out to Develop Art. He is my literal partner in crime when it comes to this WKBRL live stream theory crafting. We're literally constantly in DMs messaging each other what we find and trying to get this theory running and going and continuing. So it's been a lot of fun with him. Make sure to go check out that link in the description down below so you guys can follow along with this as well, because he tweets out a lot about it. But let's get into it. So roughly around a week ago, people started discovering new noises coming from this live stream. As you can see, Develop Art tweeting out, "I'm pretty sure we have never heard these sounds on the live stream before." This was tweeted out 5 days ago, June 15th. So take a listen. So what we get from this clip, of course, is just pure chaos. We have destruction, crumbling, explosion noises. We have cop sirens in the background racing around. So really, really cool. I think the very first thing that my mind jumped to when I heard this right away off the get-go was this whole theory that we have developing as of right now with the new theme coming out in Brawl Stars with heroes and villains. Maybe the villains are destroying buildings and causing havoc in the Brawl Stars universe, and maybe the superheroes aren't there to help out quite yet because we only have one. But again, that's just my own theory crafting. Don't take that to heart or anything like that, but really, really interesting. Another thing that people are drawing connections to that we've seen in the past from Brawl Stars is some previous animations from what Sanzi is saying, another summer of robots, or is it a superhero themed? So what he's describing is these 2 different YouTube animations that came out a really long time ago, 11 months ago, where we had Robo Mike in the background destroying the city, and we had Mecha Crow and Mecha Bo helping out, trying to defeat the giant Spike in the background. Kind of like the Mecha Crow and Bo are the superheroes of the story and Robo Mike is the villain. But if you guys haven't seen this, make sure to go check them out, these animations. But in that, there's like a lot of destruction noises and buildings collapsing and stuff like that. So pretty cool connection. Another sound that I'd like to point out that might not have a whole lot of connection to the sound above was what Develop Art posted in the comments of that last clip. So have a look. So it sounds like some glitchy radio interference, almost like someone is kind of turning the knob, trying to find that perfect spot on an old radio to tune into something to hear next. So cool little addition as well. Moving along to our next bit of new sound, and I had a little chuckle, guys, while we were transitioning because I just noticed we're at 69% on our battery again. What are these connections? This is crazy. Have a little chuckle, have a little laugh. Let's get that out of our system, but let's get back to it here. So as you can see, Develop Art tweeting out yesterday, today new sounds in the live stream were found. If you speed it up, you can hear very clearly carnival music or circus music. So from this new clip, we have more Easter eggs pointing to that whole big theory that we have going on in the channel that Brawl Stars is fitting into some sort of theme park-esque general theme. Everything is connected to this theme park, so more circus music, carnival stuff in the background. Pretty dang cool, and it was hard to find, right? You had to speed it up, X4, to get the actual circus or carnival music. It's pretty sweet. So adding to this, Stay Home Stuff brings up a really cool theory surrounding the last two clips that we just sound, the cop sirens, the destruction and explosions, as well as the circus theme. So he adds to this all in saying, here's my little theory. Most of the sounds are police sirens and carnival themed. It is basically confirmed now that Brawl Stars is a big theme park with different areas. Maybe something is happening in the center / main part of the park. That's why there would be police sirens all over the place, which can bring in the heroes and the villain aspect. Some villains are terrorizing the park, Zombie B, Archvillain B, and Virus 8-Bit, and it's up to Max and maybe new brawlers or 2 new ones in the hero family to come save the park, making the theme park the hero environment. So this theory is pretty much in line with what we were bringing up in previous Brawl News episodes recently, saying that this whole potential hero or villain arc coming to the game in hopefully a new update here around the corner. We have these villains coming to the game, the Supercell Make campaign selecting 2 villains but no superheroes, as well as we have other villainous characters in the game like Virus 8-Bit. Maybe all of these guys are causing havoc in the game and Max is there alone, the sole superhero in the game, trying to fight them off, but we need a new brawler. We need more help to take down these villains. So it makes sense. It would be a cool little plot to release a new brawler, a new superhero brawler to fit into that family and help out Max defeat the villains. I like it. Pretty cool theory. So moving along here to other interesting things captured on this live stream. As you can see, Develop Art tweeting out, guys, we need help from someone who speaks French. There was actually French speaking on this live stream, along with a bunch of other languages, which we will be breaking down here later on in the video. So as you can see, he was quote tweeting this on Advertisements Guys tweet. So let's take a look at what this clip is all about.
Séquence Grand 8 à 10, le meilleur de la pop qui fait pétiller vos matins de 8 à 10 heures, sponsorisé par 10 secondes, la boisson énergisante. De l'énergie seconde après seconde pour attaquer votre matinée du bon pied au plancher.
So I don't know if you know this about your boy Ray, but I don't speak French whatsoever. But if you guys were listening to that, even not being able to understand what the person is saying, I got a general vibe of an advertisement right off the get-go, right? The music in the background, the tone of the person's voice, it sounded kind of upbeat, almost like they're trying to pitch something to us. And scrolling down the comments, someone confirms just that. As you can see, the Brawler Bulletin ends up saying, I think it's an advertisement for energy drinks. You can hear Boyson. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, guys, but continuing, this means energy drink, and it's clearly an advertisement because of the way that it's spoken, and a lot of words like le meilleur, hopefully I said that right, probably didn't, and that means the best. So pitching an energy drink, and it's the best. You want to drink this because it's amazing, it's things along those lines. And you know what? We got energy drinks in the game, Max's Energy. So once again, drawing a connection to that lone superhero that we have in the game, Max, the poor speedy girl. She needs help. She needs backup. But moving along to other sounds. So another language coming in, Develop Art doing the same exact thing for the community, reaching out and saying, we need help from someone who speaks Japanese. So take a look at this.
あなたの家の屋根はどうですか? 穴は開いていますか? 大丈夫。みんな同じです。大、中、小、どんな穴でも修理可能。屋根は崩れたり、へこんだり、 剥がれてお隣の庭に落ちてしまうことも。小川屋根はいい会社。何が原因で開いた穴でも大丈夫。私たちにお任せください。シングル屋根、タイル屋根、高層ビルの屋根、セダムや苔が生えた屋根など、小川屋根は14種類以上の屋根を取り扱っています。どんな状態の屋根でも大丈夫。丸ごと解決できます。信頼の小川屋根は穴のない屋根をご提供します。今すぐワークショップに参加して夢の屋根を手に入れよう。小川屋根はあなたの屋根の夢を叶えます。
Alright, everybody, so clearly in this clip someone is speaking Japanese, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, pat myself on the back, I know my way around a little bit of Japanese, and I'm saying a little bit, and it's literally due to the metric crap ton of anime that I consume on a weekly basis. But let's continue for a more in-depth analysis of what this means, because there was a lot of talking in that. So scrolling down here, Nana answered the call, the plea of Develop Art, translating the whole entire message. Thank you, Nana, you're a freaking legend. So awesome, getting a lot of love on that post as well. But let's break this down. What about the roof of your house? Is there a hole? Fine, everyone is the same, can repair any hole, large, medium, or small. Peeled off or collapsed, fall into a garden next door. Ogawa Roof is a good company. No matter what the hole is, it's okay. Please leave it to us. Single roof, tile roof, skyscraper roof, CDM roof, mossy roof. Ogawa Roof handles more than 14 types of roofs. My goodness, so many roofs. But yeah, guys, you get the picture. Ogawa Roofs can repair a buttload of roofs, my goodness. Here at the end, join the workshop now. Get the dream roof. Ogawa Roof makes your house roof dream come true. Guys, I don't think I've said roof more in my entire life in one sitting. That was nuts. So basically in this one, it sounds like there's a conversation going on between someone who owns a company, a roofing company, and someone else. Basically, the caller is asking for repairs on a roof. But what does this mean? What does this pertain to anything here inside of Brawl Stars? Well, with all of this destruction going on in some of the previous sound clips, as well as another example in an animation that I would like to bring up, it makes a lot of sense to need someone who can repair roofs. So we're looking at a portion of a write-up that Develop Art made for us, which we will be getting into in its entirety, but I just wanted to point out this portion. If you guys remember when the Retropolis theme was coming out, the Retropolis update, this animation came out where Colt was riding around in the minecarts going up against an enemy team, and all of a sudden he gets shot off the rails and lands in Bull's Diner, hitting the roof and destroying the roof. So the connection is made there, I believe. It could be something else, but it makes sense that someone is calling for repairs on Bull's Diner. What that leads to, I'm not quite sure. It also could be repairs for something else, like I mentioned before, from the destruction noises that we were hearing in the background of the WKBRL Livestream. But I really like this connection because it's literally Bull's Diner. The roof has been exploded by freaking Colt monkeying around on the rail cars. What a legend. But let's move on. And the final bit of voices that we see coming here from the live stream that we're going to be going over in today's video is right in my ballpark, baby, because it's in English. So I found this one incredibly interesting because I could understand it at its face value. So let's get into it. Big shout out to ZA1 for tweeting it at me.
The following week, may the minutes reflect a scheduled community talk regarding Proposition 627, with particular emphasis placed on the liability and the property damage resultant from the demolition from outside entities. Pursuant to 419, Section 14 of the General Laws of the Commonwealth, we have now notified the public to appear at the time and place and for the purposes mentioned in said notification.
So the tone of this one definitely much different than the previous two that we went over in today's video. Much more serious. And what it appears to be is like maybe someone in a court reading a specific document from a law. I'm not sure what the law is, but he's like saying refer to this specific point in the document to continue through this, kind of reading the rights to someone. I'm not quite sure. Also, some of the things that he was saying in regards to like the demolition of the property from outside entities is really interesting. So moving along to part 2 of today's video, and that is breaking down everything I literally just puked at you, all of the developments and the comings and goings within this last week surrounding this live stream, and kind of pinned up in a very neat format thanks to Develop Art, as well as we'll be theorizing on what all of this means, right? We have all of this stuff, but what is it pointing to at the very end of things? But before we break it down, once again, huge shout out to Develop Art, my partner in crime through this WKBRL escapade. He literally put this together for our video today. So huge round of applause to him. It makes it incredibly easy and digestible for all of us to pin a week's worth of theory crafting in one image. So let's break it down. New WKBRL info. Starting a few days ago, new sounds started appearing. Number 1, explosions plus shooting and alarms. So the cop sirens. These sounds really fit Virus 8-bit artwork, may refer to Max again. So the artwork here is this one that we brought up not too long ago, where Virus 8-bit is standing upon all of these different references of brawlers that we have in the game. He is the villain, and we have the Max signal in the background. So why it might point to this image, Develop Art points out that the roof has a chunk out of it. Maybe there was some damage from the battle, maybe pertaining to that last cryptic message in Japanese pertaining to a roofing company for repairs. Could be that roof even. We have damage in the background to this skyscraper from the battle that Virus 8-bit might have had with some of the people that play in Brawl Stars, and then a reference to Max once again, just pointing that out, that, you know what, all the other brawlers couldn't stand the villain, so we need a superhero. We need Max. Moving along to number 2, slowed down Circus classic music after 4x speeding confirms this theme again. So like we mentioned before previously in the video, so another little homage to this whole circus or carnival or theme park theme in the making, that is kind of the talk of the town in the community as of recently, so really cool. And then the third big thing that was discovered this week was the voices, which we just got done breaking down, but the French advertisement for energy drinks saying that they are delicious, they're good, buy our energy drinks. And we have so many different examples in game of Max's energy drinks. We got the Max GT, Max is drinking on an energy drink. We have a vending machine full of those energy drinks in the background, and then other advertisements in maps of Brawl Ball and other places as well. And then the next one was the Japanese language, the Ogawa Roofing Company, someone having a conversation with this company needing a repair job on something that was destroyed, maybe pointing to, like we mentioned before, Bull's Diner being destroyed, or even something smaller like this, a destroyed 8-bit roof in the background. But to be honest, I think I like this connection just a little bit more. I think it's a bit cooler. And then the final one was the voice that was coming in English, going over a specific law or reading a statement from law documents about property damage or something else. Maybe going over specific laws pertaining to structural damage, damaging to Bull's Diner, or even up here, Develop Art making that connection as well. And then the final little statement that Develop Art makes at the end of this graphic that he made that I 100% agree with, and that is Max is clearly a more important character than what we are considering. So many different energy drinks appearing in multiple different game modes and maps. We've got Max's symbol on the calendar in the background, which we brought up not too long ago in a recent Brawl News episode, breaking down all the information from this photo that was released. So another Max reference. It's crazy. So making it to part 3 in today's video, and that is, what does this all mean? What is the overarching theory, bringing it all together? Well, we kind of already went over it in today's video, and that is pertaining to this next big update on the horizon, maybe a superhero coming in the future. As you all know, this superhero theory that we have in the game right now, we have a few things such as specific dates to look out for, such as June 27th, maybe this superhero Brawl talk or more information coming around the corner at the point that I'm recording this video. 7 days here coming up, so not very long, 1 week. So basically, to wrap all this up, with this superhero and villain update potentially coming around the corner, we have a lot of confirmed things fitting in the villain wheelhouse. We have an already existing brawler in Brawl Stars fitting that narrative, Virus 8-bit looking pretty dang evil to me, if you ask me, as well as the Supercell Make campaign that just ended up not too long ago. We had 2 villains selected in that campaign, which was initially designed to have heroes and villains. A lot of heroes being designed, but 2 villains being selected. So we already have all of this crazy villain stuff in the game, but not enough superheroes, and a lot of different references to Max around the map with the calendar, as well as things events such as this and multiple advertisements and energy drinks around the map. So leading up to, in my opinion, we need another superhero to help Max defeat these enemies. I think that's the narrative of this next update, and I think we can definitely expect that backup to come in this next update with a new brawler fitting into the superhero family. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, that's basically all I have for you in today's video. The new developments on the WKBRL livestream. A lot of interesting things happening. Now, where we're leaving off, I want to express the same exact point of when we started in today's video, and that is make sure to keep in mind to be really skeptical about all of this WKBRL thing. We don't know quite yet if it is like a fan-made thing. This is all theory. Everything that we went over in today's video is just theory crafting and trying to figure out stuff because it's fun as heck. Like I mentioned before in some of our previous Brawl news episode, I feel like I've had a weird gut feeling about the author of this live stream or the creator of the live stream saying bizarre things and making me feel like he's kind of just doing like self-promotion and stuff like that, or just making me like kind of cock my head and be like, what is all this about? But a few examples just to kind of reiterate or show what I'm trying to say here. Someone captured this in the live stream, him saying that the Brawl Talk is coming out the 27th. And I feel like a Supercell employee probably wouldn't say the Brawl Talk, right? They'd be a little bit more cryptic about it. But SZY Moniac? But you guys got some hard names to pronounce, man. But he ending up pointing that out to me. Also, moving along here to a bunch of other things that the creator of the live stream has been saying that it's in a different language, but it kind of throws me off. So this guy ending up saying info at a Twitter handle. So I think he's like trying to direct people to a Twitter account. And then this one not saying anything that I understand. I'm sure some of you guys can read that. And then moving along here, nobody is saved, not even she. Some cryptic stuff, kind of scary if you ask me, but causing maybe a little bit of panic in the chat, some talking. That one's fine. I don't think that's too big of a deal. I feel like that's kind of cool. But then this one, NL Twitter, hi, info real. So it looks like he's saying something about Twitter again, maybe trying to direct people to a Twitter. Samuel S. Real. Another one, something about an Instagram. I wonder what that is. Interesting. This one's saying 28/06 the end, maybe referring to if a Brawl Talk does come on the 27th that the live stream will end up going down, and then 06 as the final one. Now the person that ended up sending all of these to me was the Dragon Lord. Freaking epic username, but he ended up pointing out to me in the third message of photos saying that the blank person was directing you to a specific Twitter that wasn't existing, but he did some research and ended up finding this Twitter user that was created in August, and he made that connection, which is the same exact time of the live stream. So I don't know. It's a lot of weird stuff to wrap your head around. I feel like it's kind of throwing me off the vibe of it, as well as it's not really. It's kind of interesting because of these types of things. A Twitter account and a YouTube channel created on the same time, and it's guessing really accurately certain things that are coming. But just make sure to keep all of that in mind. But yeah, guys, that's basically all that I got for you in today's video. It took a very long time to put all of this together. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed it and found it really interesting. Once again, try to approach this as not getting your hopes up about a specific thing. The last thing that I want to do is hype you guys up over something that's a theory, making you guys think that something is coming, and then when it doesn't, we all get disappointed. Try to have fun with the theory stuff for that in and of itself. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed it, make sure to slap a like on it. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, with that being said, make sure to keep having fun, Brawl Stars, and we will see you in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Peace out.